Billy. Come on, Clint. Come on, everybody.
Today is the day.
Hey, today we're going down to Kingfisher Society and do a little fishing with some very special people, some heroes of mine. You know, several years ago, friends of mine, Bert and Laura Wilmer, asked me if I would take part in hosting some of our special operations soldiers. I said absolutely, would be delighted. So this is like our third or fourth annual. I can't keep up with it. Years go by too fast for me. But we're going back to Kingfisher Society and fishing there with special operations soldiers, my heroes. And while we were there, I was presented with a flag. And it's from Special Operations Survivors. I'd never heard of Special Ops Survivors. A great friend and one of America's greatest soldiers in the history of the Army, Mark McGowan, explained to me what Special Operations Survivors is all about. And it's about taking care of the spouses of these Special Ops soldiers that are killed. Now that card will stay with this flag. This flag was done in Benjamin's memory. Master Sergeant Benjamin Allen Stevenson. And I'm going to hang this flag once I get this card of Benjamin's framed in an identical frame, and I'm going to put this above my fireplace. I cherish this. And I talked about Mark McGowan. What an incredible guy. He's one of the founders of Special Ops Survivors. He's been a part of our fishing show for at least 3 years at Kingfisher Society. I've never met a greater soldier than Mark McGowan. Just before this event, Mark passed away. I went to the memorial service for Mark at Fort Bragg, and that's where I was presented with this flag. He had planned on presenting this flag to me himself. So today's show, we're going to have fun. We don't want to make this a sad occasion. We're going to hang out with some cool special operations soldiers. And we're going to take some of the pressure off of them and laugh and smile and catch fish. And we're going to dedicate this show to the greatest soldier that I've personally ever known in my life, Mark McGowan. So today's show is all about fishing and fellowship for freedom. I think we'll do this every week.
Trying to get him to retire. He goes, I should come work with me. He goes, what are we going to do? I go, every day, whatever you decide.
All right, go fishing.
There you go.
All right.
Three broke bets.
Three broke bets. Water's a little higher than normal, Mr. Bill.
Does it matter how fast you're bringing it back in?
Slower is probably as cool as this water is, slower is probably better.
Okay.
He hit it right there. He sure did. Saw your line, John. Slow it down way slower. Kingfisher Society. What a neat place is this. I think Ray Scott was involved originally in some of the thought process behind how to put it all together, but it's really a neat place. The problem with growing big bass in this river is the turn. The water that's in there today will not be in there tomorrow. That water flow is unbelievable, and so you can't fertilize and you can't get enough nutrients to grow big bass. So they have brought bass in and stocked it, and they've got these bass acclimated to eating these pellets. Look here, watch this. Move it with your rod,
Okay.
and then take up your slack with your reel. That way you can feel every little thing so much better. That helps those fish to grow, but it also makes them pretty difficult to catch. It's different. It takes a little bit of time to figure out how to really catch those bass. So we've got our Special Forces guys, we are fishing, we are having fellowship, and it is all about freedom. That's what we appreciate the most, the freedom that we have in this country because of our military. But I want to catch fish. For just a second. So it's a process. Tubes, crawfish, all of that seems to work pretty good. Jigs,
slow down, fish around the feeders, but there are native fish there as well, so you fish around the cypress trees, the logs. But it's different fishing than getting out there and cranking the ridges and doing the things that you would normally do in a normal lake, pre-spawn. So this is what we've got with kingfisher. We've done this year after year after year, and it gets tough sometimes to catch these fish if you don't have the right mindset.
Pretty fish. First bass of the day.
Thanks.
I fished with Bill because alphabetically, he was number one. That's why I fished with you first. And so alphabetically, number one goes number one because first fish of the day.
There you go.
Good for you. I think last year I got beat really bad. All my soldiers caught way more than I caught. Good. Here we go again. Swing it straight to me, and I'll grab it. That way I can say I caught it.
There you go.
See what I caught. There you go. That's the way you want to do it. That's a legal fumble. The one thing I noticed you're doing, you're fishing a lot faster than I was fishing. I sped mine up and got a bite that time. How about that? I sped up and got a bite. Do it. I'm gonna have to let you show me how to do that. Look at this man go. Every cast. There you go. All yours, brother. I think it's your bait. I hate to change it.
Color selection. How do you pick that?
Well, you got dark water here, and it's kind of chocolate brown water. So I like to match my water. I like green pumpkins, a good color anyway.
Okay.
So this green pumpkin, and I like a little fleck in it when the sunlight's on it, give it a little bit of sheen. You're getting close to having to change this hot bait. Sometimes when you get them so acclimated, you catch them on one color, and they get kind of wised up, you can put another color on them and they'll go back to bite.
Okay.
When my guest catches a fish bigger than mine, I throw mine back real quick.
There you go.
Better. Got him? Good job, good job. I should have been helping. Got to come out of my little loose jacket. Fish got me warmed up. How about you?
Oh yeah.
This long boat ride got it.
Yeah.
Huh?
Took a while to get out here.
Woo. Man, it took a while. It's a miss. I'm good at that.
This portion of Hank's Show is brought to you by Berkeley. Catch more fish. Yeti coolers, built for the wild.
About it, Clint. Chunk. Got him. Hit him again. There you go. There you go. I like that. Good job, Clint. Point it this way. You got him. Good job. All right, now hold your line right there. Don't wind anymore. Just bring your line to me. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Now we got a plan going. If you can ever get the feel for the bite versus hitting that brush, you've got it made. Got him? Do it, boy. You got it, man. You're doing great. Yeah. Good one, good one, good one.
It's hard not to jump the gun on that brush.
I know.
Feel it bumping.
But you got it figured out, man. You're a quick study. Sugar crawl. They hit that thing better yesterday. There's a big one. There's finally a big one. We're just talking about a big 5 or 6 pounder. All right, here we are. I'm fishing with one of my heroes, Special Forces, Clint Eastwood. No, not Eastwood. What's your last name?
Miller. Close enough.
Yeah.
I was named after him.
Oh, a good one. You're a bad dude. Dying ain't much of a living, boy. This is strong as bear's breath right here now.
You got a scale? You don't weigh him anymore?
See, it's my TV show, so I'm gonna say 5 pounds.
Yeah.
What do you say he is?
6 pounds.
6. All right, he's 6 pounds. Good 6 pounds.
Hank's Show is made possible in part by Luz. Feel the difference. And by Minn Kota. Soft Science. Solar Bat. and Talon.
You know, the way we do this, we have different guides and we rotate boat to boat to boat. And so everybody goes out and fishes, and it's a little bit competitive, even though it's not designed to be that way. With the guides versus each other, with the guides versus me, with each soldier versus the other. So that in itself creates a little bit of excitement. And of course me, I always like to have the lead boat. I don't always like to win because I want my soldiers to catch the fish, but we always like to have the most fish caught in our boat. It's that competitive nature. And you're talking about competitive. These soldiers are competitive. You left one. Yeah, I see it. I got it. This is probably the one he forgot to set the hook on. This fish just looked up here at me and said, "Johnny, who?" Doubled up. He cocked up. Do it, please. Look here. I fished with these guys yesterday. Don't know if we're going to be able to pull it up. My card is saying corrupt file. So look here. 34 years of television, I've never had a corrupt file. I get these identical twins on there. What happened?
File's corrupt.
Johnny touches the camera and breaks it.
Well, I'll tell you something. I had so much fun. I love these guys, and they're awesome. And this guy, what he went through saving this guy is unbelievable. And I hope we got part of that story. I don't know if we do or we don't. But I'm gonna tell you, these guys have got a heart for one another. And I have given Johnny the hardest time, but I love this guy. He is one awesome guy. And Dave is an awesome brother. And they are truly, truly brothers. I mean, beyond blood. It's beyond that, man. And I had a ball fishing with them, and I hope we can pull the footage up. But if we don't, I want the world to know. Buddy, we had a great time. How many did you catch since we might not have it?
Oh, I caught at least 40 yesterday. I ain't getting that 40, 37. I caught about 80 myself.
Oh, okay. And how many did Dave catch? Is that Dave 3, Johnny 1?
He caught about 4.
4. That's good. That's
What'd you catch today? You caught what? A minnow, a box turtle, a log?
Well, I caught 3 today, but I was trying to show you how to fish on Dave because I was showing you where Hank taught me yesterday.
He's trailing right now.
That's good, isn't it? Very good. Hey, who won today? How about give me 5, whoever won?
Oh, the day ain't over yet, Hank.
Oh,
the day ain't over.
Okay.
The day's just getting started.
All right, hey, these are some great guys. We're gonna go to a commercial break, but I just wanted to clarify, if we don't get the footage, man, what great guys.
Thanks, appreciate it, Hank. You're awesome.
Hank's Show is brought to you in part by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Mercury Marine, go boldly.
I'm coming. I'm old. Dwayne Jones, my man, we did not get the fish together. How many did you catch today? 130?
Close to, probably about 30.
Not 30?
About 30, yeah.
A lot more than Johnny.
Oh, yeah.
Not nearly as many as Dave.
No.
Yeah.
Dave's got me beat.
Dave's the man.
He is the man.
Come in here, twin brother.
The good looking one.
The good looking one. You know, they're twin brothers, and Johnny claims he's the better looking, which, you know, I'm not gonna argue yes or no. I'm not a expert on men's looks. You know, that's not my thing.
No.
Some people go there, I don't. So I'm not gonna argue that, but we know who the brains of the outfit is.
Oh, most definitely. It's me.
Oh, you? Oh, okay. All right, well, we got it. Well, why don't we... You know, this whole trip, we've been a little bit disorganized because we're all just coming back from the memorial service for Mark McGowan, and he's been a part of this every year, a big part every year. And so everything that could go wrong, Murphy's Law, we had camera issues, all sorts of things, but we haven't let anything really discourage us. We're about having fun.
Got you, buddy, Bird. I got you, buddy.
Fishing and fellowship.
There you go.
I threw my back real quick.
Food's incredible.
Mercy, what a plate.
Every year we meet new guys, new soldiers.
Johnny Glenn. I'm a flunky, not worthy to be standing here. I have no rank. I'm the bottom of the totem pole. If I were in the military, I'd be on KP. I may be picking up trash or something, maybe mowing grass. But
This year we had some really cool guys, as we do every year, and there were a lot of fish caught.
What a group of guys these are, and I admire and respect every single one. And we had a great time. I hope you enjoyed the show today. It was a special show.
What is this called? What is this weekend called?
Special Ops, Fellowship and Fishing for Freedom. It's about fun and fellowship. So today's show is all about fellowship, fishing.
Fishing fellowship.
That's what I said, fishing, fellowship for freedom. You didn't hear me. Fishing, fellowship for freedom. Well, it's called Fishing, Fellowship for Freedom and Fun. You got to get the fun part. Well, I sure want to thank Bert and Laura for inviting me to be a part of this every year. It is so special and a highlight of my year to get to hang out with the coolest soldiers in all the world. And these guys are so dedicated, and I'm glad the fish cooperated better this year. We had some great fishing, a lot of fun and great meals. Kingfisher Society, they just do a great job catering to our guys and preparing some great meals. It was a lot of fun, and it was in fact fellowship, fishing, fishing fellowship for freedom. How about that? I never get that right. There's too many F's in there. Some people have a hard time. Y'all heard me, I know we did. So this is fun and fellowship for freedom.
Fishing and fellowship.
That's what I said, fishing and fellowship for freedom. Why you laugh all the time? And in memory of my buddy Mark McGowan. What a great soldier, but what a great guy. We're gonna miss you, Mark. Hope you enjoyed the show. God bless you. I'm Hank Parker.
And don't forget to visit us at hankparker.com, the place for tips, giveaways, and more.
The house needs painting, the grass needs mowing. Where's he at? Gone fishing.